Well, we have set out on our day, and this is going to be another oddly short day. We're doing 7 miles to Overmountain shelter, which is it's going to be interesting. This is a shelter that I really wanted to make sure that I worked my plan out to stay at. It's an old barn. It'll sleep 20 or more people. There is tent camping out front, and there's a ridge that you can either watch the sunrise or the sunset. I don't remember which. I'm really hoping for sunset because I don't see very many sunrises. And we're leaving out from Roan shelter, still up here in the pine forest. It is Christmassy smelling and absolutely gorgeous. It's a little cool this morning. We are planning for snow sometime this weekend a little bit, and try to figure out how we can plan around it as best as we can. So we'll see how things go. Gavin and I have only had a little bit of sleet. We've not actually been snowed on the trail, and I'm just fine with that. But we'll take what we get, and we'll be thankful for it. We'll talk to you soon. We stopped here for a little bit. We've been on the road about, 30-45 minutes. Picked up some water, and we're gearing back up here. Angel climbed up in the tree. I'll have to get videos from Bullfrog on that one because I missed I was filtering my water. And Gavin's gone up ahead of us again. He's enjoyed doing some hiking by himself, but I do wish he'd come with us because we have a good time and we laugh a lot. And that's important. We probably laugh more than we should sometimes. Maybe we need to start laughing at different people. I don't know. Mostly it's Angel, but we love her. Anyway, we're going to head on up the trail. We're at Carver's Gap now, and we're going to go up the trail just a little ways and see what we see. Well, we've made it to Carver's Gap. We hiked about 30 feet out of the woods, and here we are. There's North Carolina, and I think we'll be crossing in and out of the state line again for a while. And Overland Shelter may be in North Carolina. I think it is. I think Overmountain Shelter's in North Carolina. That's why we have a privy, yeah. Because in Tennessee, the shelters don't have privies. And that's important to have privies at the shelters, guys. From Tennessee, we do miss that. Bear cables would be cool too, but privies first, please. Here's another view of Carver's Gap. And sort of think that might be where we came from last night. Up that way, on top of Roan. And got privies here, and lots of folks are doing day hikes, so we'll be bumping into folks probably off and on all day today. Just right on the North Carolina state line. So we'll be wiggling in and out of North Carolina and Tennessee as well. So we're gonna go on up the trail and we'll talk to you soon. We've got a bald in front of us. I don't know if I can shoot up into the sun or not, but there's some of our crowd, or all of our crowd except for Gav, going up the hill. Pretty sure you're not going to be able to hear anything on this, but we're going to give it a try. This is the top of Round Bald, looking back towards Grandfather for sure. And Bullfrog, or Snow Cream was saying you can see Table Rock the other day. I'm not seeing it right now, but I'm going to look it up on the map here just in a minute. And there's Roan, where we came from yesterday. And if there was any question as to why we're doing this kind of craziness, I hope this tech gives you the answer to it. Try one more time. You can see just right in here is Sugar Top. That's the condos that they built up on the ridge line before they had the ordinance. And looking back towards mountains that we all know at home. Beach Mountain's out that way. Absolutely gorgeous up here, and you can see why it's called the Blue Ridge Mountains, because the haze has really settled in on there today. see the trail where it goes up this bald. And this is the section I've been waiting for, to come across all these balds and see the views. And they are not disappointing at all. We could not have handpicked a better day, except for maybe the wind. You probably can't hear me talking very loudly over the wind. But man, this is awesome. All right, this is the top of Jane Bald. Don't think we're going up there according to what Snow Cream says, but we've got great views again. We're not far from where we were. We were just, oh, that was fast, sorry. We were just over that way. And, Angel's climbing rocks. Hope she didn't fall off or get blown off. She's got her pack there to weigh her down. But looking down into this valley and out all around, grandfather. Well, we're coming down off the mountains a little bit today, now that we've been up on the balds. Tell you what, this has been a section I have absolutely been waiting to do, and it did not disappoint. There's a little bit of a trickle of a stream right there. I believe we got water, so we're good. And here's some mud, testing out the new boots here a little bit. But the neat thing about the views, if you like the views that you've seen here from the top of these balds, all you got to do is drive up to Roan Mountain Park and Carver's Gap and park. And it's well within easy driving distance of home. And you can walk right up there and see them yourself, and I would advise it, because it's a good view. Howdy, howdy. Yeah. Yeah. So, whoa, a little bit of a slip, but we made it. All right, where are the rocks to cross this mess? There we go. Nope. Well, it's not deep. And the boots are new, so. Sorry. I stopped that last video a bit abruptly because I was walking up on the water source there, and I think that little girl's not the right word, young lady she didn't want to be on camera, so I stopped the video when I saw her cover of her face. You usually when you're videoing around a shelter, you always stop and ask if anybody minds if you video, and most of the time I've not had anybody say no, but at any rate, I felt it to be, since I didn't have the option of saying, hey, do you mind, as I was walking up, I felt like it was the right thing to do to chop it off there where I did. And I may even go back and edit her out if she feels that strongly about it. So it's no big deal. But we're coming down the mountain a little ways to, we'll pass a couple of shelters. The Stan Murray shelter first, and then not far beyond that is Overmountain shelter, which is an old barn. And that's our goal for the day. We're kind of pacing ourselves. Gavin doesn't know this, but we're trying to hit Hampton, Tennessee on Monday so that we can take a day off, maybe there, and celebrate his birthday. So we're kind of keeping that under wraps, but we're not going as far or as fast as we probably should be going. But after that, we'll pick it up and get to Damascus, and then we'll get into the Grayson Highlands and get on moving a bit. So anyway, that's why we're so slow this last few days. We're gonna make it to Maine, and we'll get our mileage up. I've been told by so many people that, you know, the mileage will happen when you're ready for it, and I think that's probably true. So our group will continue to move forward and do what we feel like we should be doing. We certainly didn't want to go too far yesterday for the climbs, because we had a 2,000-foot climb at the end of our day yesterday, but that was probably the easiest 2,000-foot climb we've had, I think. I mean, the trail grade was absolutely phenomenal coming up on top of Roan Mountain, and it was gorgeous. There were steps, there was evergreen forest. I mean, the trail grade, I very rarely got winded at all yesterday, and I even could sing going uphill a few places, which is unusual. Usually when I get to going up, that's when I start sucking some wind and such. But anyway, I'm gonna hang up because there's folks coming our way. Well, there's a little rock that you could get out of the rain not the thunder, because you're not supposed to get under rocks on the thunder, but there's a little cavey looking area right there underneath that. And let me step up the trail here. And wow, this is absolutely another gorgeous day to hike on. No complaints whatsoever. It's been beautiful all the way, and it doesn't disappoint in the least. And we're continuing on to our shelter. Here comes most of the rest of our group. Gavin's gone ahead. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to make an educated guess that that's yellow bald up there, and we might be going over that tomorrow. That may be where we're headed to from here. Not certain. And since I'm going down the trail, I'm not going to take out the peak finder, but I'm pretty sure that's where that is. So anyway, a little bit of a look ahead, and ooh, nice distance view right there. Through this, I thought we were done with these, but I'm going to come up here on top of this little thing here, I guess. Not much of a climb. Maybe we're going to skirt the side of it. It's hard to say. There goes the girl that passed me just a little while ago. So looks like we are kind of going up towards the top by way of the side. But man, it's beautiful up here. Back over my shoulder. Get out of the trail and lose my place in line, but that's all right. And this tree right here. And all the white flowers everywhere. Well, here we come into Stan Murray's shelter. This is probably going to be our lunch stop. Of course, we've only got another 2 miles to get to where we're going. But another day and a lot of blessings here, that's for sure. Looks like we might have caught barefooted Wednesday as well. I figured they might stop here at 8. We'll see what we got. Probably fill up with water. And we don't have far to go. Okay, this is the Stan Murray shelter. And we're just stopping in. Got some folks here having lunch today. And that's what we did. We had some lunch, and we're going to move on up the trail about 2 miles to Overmountain shelter. I think it's about 2 miles on the trail and maybe 0.5 sideways. But any of these would afford a great view on a day like today. Well, that's a bald up there that we've not been on. That's Yellow Mountain. And I thought we were going up there, and we might yet still. You don't ever know, the trail might loop itself and cross itself before we're done. Yeah, grassy ridge up here. And there's just no end to God's beauty here today, that's for sure. Going up the trail here, we're heading on in. Well, moving on down the trail again. We've got a gentle descent right now, and we still got these flowers, trout lilies, I think is what Snow Cream called them, because they've got some colors in them. But man, they are gorgeous, as is this forest and this walk today. We have, it's just unbelievable how blessed we've been with the weather the last several days. I think we're gonna maybe get some rain tonight or tomorrow for sure. It's gonna turn to snow over the weekend, I've heard, but you know, at the moment we're doing well. We're all hiking well. Gavin's way out in front, and he's feeling well today. And we are headed to Overmountain shelter, which used to be, it was just an old barn. It wasn't really built as a shelter on the AT to my knowledge. It's a barn that's been converted for that purpose. And that's the one place on the trail that I really wanted to stay, so I'm glad that our mileage worked out, that we didn't have to just come in and visit, because I think it's a little ways off the trail too. We might not even have been able to do that if we would have been pushing on. But that's our goal for this afternoon. And we're less than an hour from there, I think. We're about 2 miles when we stopped back at the last shelter to have our lunch. And we'll get there in time for me to sit down and relax and stretch out and not have to be pushed to hang a bear bag and get my supper and claim a spot and all that kind of stuff. So those kinds of days when we don't have big miles, those are kind of nice days when we can get there early enough and relax a bit in the afternoon instead of having to set up camp and then go right to the bed. Well, it's my understanding that all these things that we're seeing right here, these are ramps, which is kind of an oniony, garlicky root vegetable kind of thing that a lot of hikers have been harvesting to add to their evening meals to provide a little bit more flavor than Nor or whoever makes the ramen sides do. I'm not sure whether there's something I'd like or not. I've sniffed them and smelled them, and they might could be tolerable, but I'm not sure I'm ready to go foraging just yet. But we're kind of nearing, hopefully nearing the turn off to the shelter. I hadn't checked my timing, but I've been moving at a pretty good clip. There's a pretty flower. Yeah. Hawkeye and Angel and Bullfrog got out ahead of me from the last shelter from where we stopped for lunch. Snow Cream's just a little behind, but this has been a good flat section of trail where I've been able to just kind of wind it out and do my own thing. It's been a very peaceful walk. Doing a lot of thinking and introspective type things. Sometimes you need that. But, anyway, I'm going to head on up the road and we'll talk to you soon. Well, I have reached a junction, and that sign right there says shelter that way. It says it is 0.2 off the trail. I'm guessing that's where my son and my friends are. So I reckon I ought to go that way. It is 1:38. That means I've done almost 2 miles in 40 minutes. I've been hauling down the trail here a little bit, and I'm going to head on in and see what we can see out here. We'll see you soon. That's the little Blue Blaze trail right there to the side. Alrighty, you probably couldn't have heard them in the headset, but that's okay. I forgot to press go just a minute ago. I bet we're going to wind up on top of that, and I bet we're going to wind up going across the top of that too. But this is exactly the reason that I wanted to come to Overmountain Shelter. It's remarkable to me, and I guess it's just early in the day. Usually there's tent upon tent upon tent set up right here so that they can get the views out that way. But anyway, the barn is where we're headed. I'm going to go there and take the pack off and rest a little bit and make this home for the night. Oh, I see Angel always up there upstairs claiming her spot. She's waving at us. I don't know if you can see her or not. There she comes. Now she's waving heartily. Awesome. So anyway, trying to zoom back down and it didn't work. This is home for the evening. Gavin has probably already been here and dropped his stuff, and he's gone after water, and that's what I'm going to be doing here shortly too. Alrighty, glad to be here today. Well, I don't know if I'll use this video or not, but I have to take it. This is the view from, well, we'll just say it's a little side trail out past the barn, out past the Overmountain Shelter. And it was a gorgeous day and a wonderful view. I don't know what time the rain is supposed to come in tonight. We're supposed to get rain tonight. I really just assume not. I guess it is what it is. But I hope that whatever it does, it'll wait till after sunset to cloud up so that we can get some good views off the ridge back over there on the other side of the barn. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's not even quite 2 o'clock and we've already finished our hike. Pretty awesome. Alright, so this is the upstairs part of the Overmountain Shelter. And when we got here, it was just us and Wednesday and Barefoot. But it has really filled in since we've gotten here. We've got lots of folks coming in and settling in for the night. And this is definitely the busiest place that we've been so far. But it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow as well because it's going to be raining when we leave here tomorrow morning. But it'll be all right. We'll be good. We got 9 miles to go out to Highway 19E, and we'll be indoors tomorrow night, so that'll be cool. There's the rain coming in. We're all sitting out at Overmountain doing trail magic. It's awesome. Good friends. Friends we've had since standing mirror here. It's awesome. We got everybody in the... This one's probably not going to go on my YouTube channel, but... maybe this one's not so bad. Let me grab my earpiece and shield it a little bit. It's probably going to sound like I've got my head in a barrel. This is the looking back towards the other way.